What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to another video. Today we've got some interesting information coming out of the Nintendo camp, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with Nintendo announcing a new model of the original Nintendo Switch with a much better and longer battery life. So model number HAC-001-01 will soon begin production. When it's released, battery life will last approximately 4.5 to 9 hours according to Nintendo. Now, Nintendo does say that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example, will last roughly 5.5 hours on a single charge, which is a much bigger and better improvement over what we got with the original Nintendo Switch model and a bump above what the Nintendo Switch Lite can even do. Now, just for a comparison here, guys, let's go ahead and look over everything. So we have the original Nintendo Switch model. You have approximately 2.5 to 6.5 hours, with Legend of Zelda lasting approximately 3 hours. With the Nintendo Switch Lite, the battery lasting around 3 to 7 hours, with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild lasting approximately 4 hours. And then with the new model that we're going to be getting here in August, 4.5 hours is the low end approximately, to 9 hours on the high end, with Breath of the Wild lasting 5.5 hours. So very good on that front. Now, here's the one thing that we don't know. We don't know in terms of what else they're doing with this. There could be some other durability or build wise, or maybe even more efficient type of CPU or something like that. There could be some other type of little different thing that they've done with this that they're not saying. A lot of people are talking about potentially even like Joy-Cons in terms of drifting and issues like that. I think that Nintendo might have fixed that, or they're going to be fixing that with the current stuff that we're going to talk about with the other Joy-Cons and everything, but the newest model ones could have that fixed. But I'm guessing that that's probably going to be something that's fixed with this as well, at least by August, when the new print of the Joy-Cons and the Nintendo Switch start coming out. I would hope, at least. Now, for those who are looking to pick this one up, the updated Switch model is expected to go on sale during the middle of August. However, Europe will have to wait just a little bit longer for a early September launch in Europe. So middle of August for us and early September for Europe. So one thing I do want to note here, that's good because they get it out before Astral Chain, and I think people are going to want that for that extra battery life, and also relatively close period of time when it comes to Fire Emblem Three Houses and all the big RPGs that are coming out in September. Dragon Quest, a lot of those games, people are going to want that extra battery life. So Nintendo Switch Lite or this new Nintendo Switch model, you'll be able to pick between the two. Now, you will be able to tell the new model Nintendo Switches by the box. The box is the all red. You can clearly define it, the position of the TV and everything like that. Nintendo wanted to make sure with this new model of the Switch that they clearly have a different box and clearly have a different positioning in terms of the TV and everything, and how the Switch is facing, kind of like as this like heroic pose facing off to the left on the right hand side, but facing off to the left. So interesting when it comes down to it. So I'm going to be picking this up. Obviously, I want to see what else they do with it. I think there's going to be durability type of changes too. Maybe they make things to where some people's Switches, you know, they were cracking, or some people's Switches were having some bending issues in the dock or some stuff like that. Maybe there's actually some durability or build fixes with this as well. Maybe there might be some differences with the dock itself on the inside, so you can't potentially scratch. So we're gonna have to wait and see with the little things that Nintendo changes with this. But what we know officially is what Nintendo's saying, and they're saying, yeah, better battery life for this one. So what do you guys think about this new Switch model with more battery life? Will you guys be picking this one up? I know I'm going to be picking this one. I'm going to be buying 2 Switches this year. Actually, 3. Oh my gosh, I'm buying too many Switches this year. Anyway, and we have a giveaway that we're going to be doing. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. All right, moving on to the next topic here. Nintendo has officially revealed the release date for Luigi's Mansion 3. And as many people predicted, it is going to be October, and it's going to be October 31st. And that is Halloween. So Nintendo is going right there, day of Halloween, with Luigi's Mansion 3. And you know they're going to have some cool, probably like commercials and advertising based around Halloween and Luigi's Mansion 3 dropping on that. So Nintendo usually does their games on Friday. Usually you see releases like Fire Emblem Friday, Astral Chain is going to be a Friday, Marvel Ultimate Alliance is a Friday, like even stuff like Dragon Quest Builders and all that came out on Friday. So Nintendo's usually doing that. But with this one, they're breaking tradition just a little bit to get it out on Thursday because that's when Halloween is, October 31st, and that is a Thursday. So a little bit different, but still cool as well. I didn't necessarily believe 100% the Amazon Mexico listing when people were saying, oh, October 4th, October 4th. I was like, well, let's wait and see. That seems a bit far away from the Halloween type of, like, you know, release date. I thought they would do it like that week of Halloween or something like that. Although if you wait for the next day, if it's a Friday, then it'd be the next month. But I figured that they would do Halloween. I didn't think it'd be as early as October 4th or October 3rd or whatever Amazon Mexico has it listed as. I think they just got a placeholder date and it just went up in their system and they took it down as quick as possible. I don't think anybody is surprised that they're doing this on Halloween or anything like that, or it's even October to begin with. So you gotta have that Halloween theme. So what do you guys think about Luigi's Mansion dropping on October 31st? You guys gonna be picking this one up? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here. Nintendo has announced some new Joy-Con variation colors. Starting out here, we have a blue/neon yellow and a neon purple/neon orange Joy-Cons. So these two new Joy-Con products are slated for October 4th in North America with pricing set at $79.99. And while these are really cool, like the blue and the yellow, and the purple and the orange, which just look really weird. And I think the purple and the orange, that's definitely kind of like weird Halloween type of stuff going on here. The blue and the yellow, not so much, but the purple and the orange, absolutely, like with pumpkins and stuff like that, but witches and all this stuff. It seems like a witch and pumpkin type of combination with this one. So I think it's very smart to get the Joy-Cons out, and maybe that's what Amazon Mexico was listing at, was some Joy-Cons, not Luigi's Mansion. But anyway, October 4th on this one here in North America. We don't have the release date for Europe just yet, but I think the big thing with this is, of course, like Joy-Con drift. That's what I was alluding to a little bit earlier. People have been complaining about that a lot. Now, my Joy-Cons don't drift because I don't use them enough to know if they're even drifting in the first place. I think I had a little bit of that and I cleaned it out and everything worked fine since then, but I don't use my Joy-Cons a lot. I use my Nintendo Switch Pro controller a lot more than I use my Joy-Cons, but I'm thinking that these would hopefully fix the drift. And if Nintendo is putting out new models or new revisions of Joy-Cons, I'm thinking that maybe even the newer models around this time period, hopefully like Fire Emblem and all these games that are coming out, there are new model Joy-Cons that are coming out that actually fix the drifting issue. In the meantime, there's definitely ways for those who keep on asking me about it or keep on listing or keep on complaining about it. There are definitely ways to fix the Joy-Con drift. There are people like, for example, John from Spawnwave, who have talked about that. There's also Nate from Direct Feed Games. He has some stuff as well. So there are ways that you can fix it, like cheap solutions in terms of cleaner and stuff to use to fix that in the meantime before you pick up some new Joy-Cons as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if these completely get rid of the problem, because that's been something that's come up like a lot recently, but it's hard for me to really experience it because I haven't really experienced it at all because I just don't use my Joy-Cons enough. I use my Pro controller, so it's hard for me to say, okay, well, this is what we should do or that's what we should do. I haven't experienced it. But Nintendo is getting out new Joy-Con models, and I have heard some reports from people that are buying new ones saying that they're not necessarily having as many issues. I've heard reports that people say that they have bought new ones and they're having issues, so I don't even really know. But these Joy-Con colors actually look pretty cool. The purple and the orange looks dope. The blue and the yellow looks really cool as well, but they're neon, so it's gonna have a nice little neon tint to it. In terms of colors that Nintendo can do next, I would like to see like two-tone colors on one Joy-Con. So you have like red and white on one Joy-Con, then like another color and another color on another Joy-Con, so you have 4 colors total. I think that would be pretty dope if they actually did something like that, but I know they're not going to go too crazy with these Joy-Con color variations. Or even some like special design ones. I'm into those a lot. I have the Super Smash Brothers Joy-Cons because those came with the system that I bought, but I would love for them to do some more stuff, even like with Fire Emblem in the future, or maybe even like Astral Chain or other games. That'd be cool, but I know they can't do like a million different combinations of Joy-Cons just because production-wise, that'd be unfeasible, but still, I still want it. I still want it. With the Nintendo Switch Lite, these brand new Joy-Con combinations, also with the revision of the Nintendo Switch with the better battery life, Nintendo's set to have a pretty stellar holiday season. Luigi's Mansion, there's just a lot of stuff that they're going to be doing, and I can see Nintendo having such a good 2019, especially towards the end of the year with all the content that's coming. It's going to be absolutely nuts. So what do you guys think about this when it comes to the blue/neon yellow and the neon purple/neon orange Joy-Cons? Also, what we talked about when it comes to the new Nintendo Switch model with the better battery life and Luigi's Mansion 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let you know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.